Oh my God, Arsenal. Oh my God. Oh, get rid of Arsene Wenger. Oh, get rid of. We hate our coach. He's been here so long. How come we can't win the EPL?
What do you think of Arsenal Football Club?
Boo.
Boo! What do you think of Arsenal Football Club?
What else do you think of them? Anything else?
They don't eat their vegetables.
They don't eat their vegetables.
Fire him. I hate it. Oh, now what? Now what? You losers. You are losers.
Biscuits and tea.
30. 34.
We got 34. 99 coming in hot.
Period. 99. 99.
Let's go. What? Hey, I'm so glad that we're
Hey.
here. Tyler, we have to reschedule this podcast like 14,000 times to meet the requirements of a goalkeeper schedule. I'm not sure what you guys are doing every day of the week, really what's so complicated, but we're trying to do a podcast here, so can we get a schedule going? Thank you.
World's greatest podcast as well.
Yeah.
Why we add that in there? Yeah. So.
Is that a question?
Yes, yeah. I'm waiting. We're waiting for. Yeah, we're trying to build the world's greatest podcast here. Paulus. What?
When was this rescheduled from?
Wednesday, I think. I don't know, or Sunday even.
I don't think
we need to get back.
Sunday.
Well, yeah.
You were like, I don't know. You were like traveling through the mountains or Alps. I don't even know where you were on Sunday, but you couldn't meet then our normal time.
Right, that's right. That was last week. That was the week before.
We already did that one though.
Yeah. Well, you were in Croatia on the coast. You went on a sabbatical with your girlfriend. You have, there's just a lot of. You've seen a lot of. I'm really happy for you. You've seen a lot of places, a lot of things. You've grown a lot as a person.
Cultured.
Yeah, I'm excited for you, but I think the B team is getting a little frustrated. I'm getting some death threats about not getting episodes done. And
why are you not wearing B team merch?
Yeah, wait.
You might have to change into that.
1 second.
Literally right now. Yeah, sorry. We'll keep this podcast going while he's changing into merch. You guys can get right down below. Tyler has a beautiful sweatshirt, I believe, ordered by Santiago on its way, but not to where you're at now when you
Where's it going?
Make your trek back. Well, it was ordered before.
I have to say, there's some other things that are popping up.
What? Pending, yeah.
Pending.
Well, you get it eventually. And then, we should throw this up. Paulus will throw this up on the screen when we edit this.
I'm not too impressed by B's Christmas tree over there.
Is that a Christmas tree? That's a Christmas tree. Ouch. That's a very depressing Christmas tree. It's too small. It can't be. What's that, Paulus? Cute. Yeah, that's definitely not what he was going for. Maybe it's not his. I don't know if I'm a fan of always also lighting it up. I didn't even know it was a Christmas tree. I thought it was just a ball of lights.
Ball of lights, yeah.
That's what it looks like. Since we got derailed, guys, get your merch. Okay. Right down below. Also, Sport Tea promo code BNT gets you 20%, maybe even off of Sport Tea, which is the literal best tea you could drink as an athlete. Brandon's come back with he's lost his merch. This is actually embarrassing. On behalf of the B team, we are embarrassed by his actions. He's going to formal apology. Go ahead and give your formal apology now.
Well, I really wanted to wash it up and make sure it looked as good as possible, as soft as possible. It had some fabric softener being tossed onto it, so it is damp and wet right now. So I will not be able to wear.
Brandon, I can send you some articles on time management and organization. Stuff that can happen with you.
Have you read these yet, Tyler? Because I feel like if you read them also, instead of storing them.
Oh, I haven't. So, I can look them up, and I'm sure they're out there.
Okay.
I haven't gone so far as to search for them yet.
Well,
I see.
It's disappointing. It's an oversight on my end. It's something I'm not proud of. It's something that I need to go and I need to look in the mirror.
Mm-hmm.
And
I would agree.
Determine, really, what am I trying to do here? what am
Yeah,
I
with
trying
your
to
life in
accomplish?
general,
Yeah, with
right? When you don't have biscuits and tea merch.
and I want to formally apologize to everybody who listens, everybody on the show. This is not a representation of who I am or what I'm about, and I just hope that as I dry this shirt,
Rounding left field, it's Derek coming on.
no, yeah, the new fucking merch is
Yeah.
so nice though. I love it.
Yeah.
It's in the washer. Great fabric, great designs, and a
Totally.
very fair price if you ask me.
Agreed. Yeah, guys, we're not out there just gouging you on merch, just coming up with these random numbers. $69.99 for a cotton T-shirt. None of that. Okay, we're not those influencers for you. Last one. So get your merch, or we will send Paulus to your front door, and he will eat fried chicken and tomato in front of your kids, and it's not pretty. So get your merch.
He's not going to share either. He's not going to share.
Not at all. Last shout out to Rode, because we haven't talked about them in a little while, but literally the greatest audio setup of all time. Link right down below. Do not be deterred by the way Tyler sounds in all of the videos. He is using Rode stuff, but he has not yet learned how to record properly on the beautiful. See how nice and rich this sounds right now. I can make an ASMR video.
Sounds like chocolate in vocal form.
Exactly. Anytime, Tyler, you could. Right now, he's flipping through his phone. It's hard. You see, it's hard for him. This is why we call him Spec.
He's all on the, he's on the little Reddit. He's on the Reddit. He's just Redditing away.
He's got all sorts of things.
Getting a little parlay in there.
Parlay.
So I got something to watch while editing later.
Okay. Well, we've hit all our marks. I think you wanted to kick us off with VAR. We wanted to let us know something was going on, and we need to. Paulus, in the meantime, can pull up the EPL standings.
This was the game I'm upset about was actually the championship, but
oh well, let's get the EPL standings on there as well. Anyway, who is this between?
This was Watford and Brentford.
Powerhouse.
Watford. Watford used to do all right in the EPL.
Who's the best Watford player of all time?
Oh. There's a bald black guy coming to my head, but I don't remember. Okay. Liverpool back on top. Tottenham second. Southampton third.
Arsenal. Check out Arsenal.
Oh my God, Arsenal. Oh my God. Oh, get rid of Arsene Wenger. Oh, get rid of. We hate our coach. He's been here so long. How come we can't win the EPL? Fire him. I hate it. Oh, now what? You fucking losers. You are losers.
They drew yesterday with the 90th minute goal, so they really should have.
They drew with the 90th minute, so they actually tied the game in the 90th?
No, they didn't draw with the 90th. They got a red card, and when it was tied, I think, and they just sat back for the rest of the game.
All of you Arsenal stupid fans calling for that.
I feel like Arsenal's like the Philadelphia Eagles of the EPL. They hated Andy Reid. Andy Reid's the reason why we can't win a playoff game. Andy Reid's this. Andy Reid, and then they just fire him, and he goes to Kansas City and just wins the Super Bowl. Has the best quarterback of all time. He's just flawless record now.
Yeah, you know what it is? It's there's something about they won a whole lot, and it's like the people who weren't there for when they worked for it. They weren't they're not there or something around. It's all these people that grew up with it. They just accepted we should win. I should win the EPL all the time. We're the only team to ever have gone unbeaten, in the EPL. And then, they don't appreciate all the work that Arsene Wenger gave to them and all that stuff. And now you're in 15th place. You're gonna get relegated. Okay, you guys are how many points out of relegation? 2. You're 2 points out of relegation. We're halfway through the year. Yeah, there's 2 points out. It could easily happen. You got 13 points. How many games played? And they're in the Europa League.
13. They don't have games in hand.
Oh, this is in Lithuanian, so it's kind of hard for us. Paulus, how many games? Is that the games on the left?
Yeah, it's SR's games.
Yeah, all right. Yeah. All right. That's good. Our Lithuanian podcast producer can't speak Lithuanian, but we'll move on
Good news
from
on
that.
that
That's
one.
just.
Where's Thierry Henry? Is Henry? Who's he coaching for right now?
I think Montreal. He's in the MLS.
Is he really? I did not know
Yeah.
that.
As a matter of fact, I think they're
Arsenal
going to bring
should
other
be
people in.
calling him up, man, and getting him. Because I've
Do you
seen
know?
some. Sorry, go ahead.
Yeah, go ahead. No. Yeah, finish.
No, I was
Finish.
just saying I saw some like coaching highlights of him, and obviously I've seen some like players comment on working with him as a player, and like he's obviously a player's coach, and everybody fucking looks up to him and loves him. He's arguably the greatest forward of all time.
Wait, who has 1 point? Sheffield, Jesus.
Sheffield. Do they have 0 points?
They have 1. They have 0 wins. They got a draw.
Wow.
Oh, wait, is
0
that
wins in
points?
Montreal. I
Wait.
think it's points. We need this in English. Fuck it. No, I'm not doing this anymore. I have not learned Lithuanian yet. I haven't. Like, give us some time, Paulus, to learn Lithuanian, please. Don't just like he just throws it on us.
It
All right, Tyler.
literally
Points are on the
looks
far
like
right.
some sort of alien language, by the way. That like you have
Yeah.
symbols and things that let's
Yeah.
keep it close to American English for me, please.
Yeah, 12 games played, and 1 point.
Man, use inform.
Yeah, inform. Oh, they are informed now. That how bad was it before they were informed?
I mean, first 4 or
Isn't it-
5 games of the season, like
Yeah, they're mid-table. I think
they've
got
only
11.
played
They played
11 games too. They're 2 games
Yeah.
ahead of.
Man, U on their way back up. Well done.
That's pretty crazy. They only have look at their goal differential though. It's only 2, and they're picking up results.
Huh.
Did they get smacked in like one of the first games?
Yeah, 19 goals for, 17 against. Oh, what was the thing you wanted to tell us in VAR, Tyler, that happened in the
Watford.
championship?
The thing I said, Watford and Brentford. I don't know, some other stupid team, but the goal was like not offsides, and the ref. You have a link to it. It wasn't
All right.
offside, and the AR put up his flag for offside, and then there was no. That's it. They just.
What's the rule, though? What's
I
the
don't know.
rule?
I think the
don't know.
rules is they have to. He should allow it as a goal, and then they can
Oh,
review
I
it.
see.
And instead, he's like, "No, I know it's offside, even though it's you'll see it's he's wrong to start with."
Okay.
And
Can you pull that up, Paulus? Go ahead. Yeah, keep going. What do you think?
I don't know. Is it like a dick measuring thing? Like I knew I got this call right. Like there's no reason.
So I don't understand. So if he raises his flag, but a goal is scored, you cannot call it back because he raised his flag. Because the thing is, the offsides rule though. Even if the referee,
ref, I know it's on the center.
Yes, it's on the center ref. So even if he raises his flag, you can still play on. So I don't.
There was no talk about it. It wasn't until like 5 minutes later, the announcer's like, "Oh, we looked at that goal and he was onside." And
Oh my God.
where
See,
is this getting
that's the
pulled up
entire
for?
problem. Yeah, I don't know.
Just make it the referee's call every single time. Like if you're not going to review everything, or I just don't get it.
Okay, yeah. So you'll see the replay off of this.
Okay, all right, play this.
So 81st minute too. 81st
Okay.
minute, and
Who's offsides there? That's
you'll
not
see.
offsides.
No. It'll be on this ball coming in.
Yeah, he's on.
He's on.
It's offsides. They called him
And
offside for this.
Yeah, they called it offside for this, and they didn't let he scores, and then nope, we're not even going to look at it.
You don't call offsides unless you are 100% sure, like 100% sure, and that is like all referee linesman training that I went through was do not raise your flag unless you are 100% positive is offsides.
And then I had $5 stolen from me.
But wait a second. So what was the issue here? So okay, this goal was called for
I bet
offside,
Watford
and then
to win.
a bunch of minutes later. So there's a time delay on the VAR. Like it has to happen like within a few seconds also. Otherwise, we can't go back and in the 80th minute review. Like why didn't they review it immediately?
I don't. That's what I don't understand. Is a goal scored in the 82nd minute? It's a really close play. Why would you?
Yeah, exactly.
What's the point of having VAR if you're not going to use it in this situation?
End of story.
So I understand though, it's like they can't review it because they didn't call it a goal, right? If they would have called it a goal, they can call it back. But stop it from happening, they can't go back and then reward the goal. Correct?
Is that the rule? That sounds like some sort of.
I don't know how they decide when offsides is actually called.
So, from my understanding, it's if he raises his flag and calls offsides, they can't reverse that. So the
It's-
idea is that they have to let the play happen so they can go back and then review it. And that's kind of what the NFL does, obviously, with fumbles and things like that. If somebody like fumbles and then someone picks it up and they determine after the review that the guy was not like down or those kind of instances that okay, it's a fumble, they can reward it. But if they don't give it an opportunity to play out, then they just have to go with whatever was called on the field.
But what me and Will are saying is just because the flag is raised, that doesn't mean offsides is called.
Because in
True,
soccer,
that's
yeah,
true. Yeah, it's true.
You
He
can,
could be
you
calling
can,
it.
can
you can pull
overrule
up, and then the center ref can make, wait, there's a guy injured 30 yards down the field this way. I'm not
Sure.
calling it, and then they could just keep
Yeah.
playing. So I don't understand how this would even fit into that category, especially because no one stopped playing. That's
Do
one of
you-
those plays that happens, and everyone turns to the AR after to see what the call is going to be.
But here's the thing: like we're okay. So we know the rules of the game, so we're getting into the intricacies here. But the truth is, if we have VAR, if we have this shit now, then let's just review every goal, or let's just review every corner kick or everything, and not like pick and choose. Because Tyler and I remember we were watching the Women's World Cup. What was this? So this is last year, right, Tyler? In the summer.
Is it?
Do you remember? Was it last year? I think it was last year because 2018 was the men, 2019 must have been the women. So it must have been last year, Women's World Cup, right?
Right.
Yeah, because 2022 is when it's in Qatar. And there was like a penalty kick or something. And do you remember that? There was the penalty kick, so they used to stop the goalies. The Nigeria one, where it was a corner.
Oh my god!
It was a corner kick, not for the should have been a goal kick. All right, B. That's what would happen. It should have been a goal kick, and they called it a corner kick. And from the corner kick, because I guess VAR, we're not looking at this on the corner kick. They scored.
Yeah.
You didn't review it. What is going on? You guys can see this replay at 1,000,000 miles an hour. I either put it in or get it out. I'm sorry. I don't want it if we're not gonna use it all the time. Gross.
At that level too, at the EPL, obviously this wouldn't be able to be enforced everywhere.
No.
But at the EPL World Cup and all that stuff, it's crazy they can't just have players wear a bracelet or something with some chip on it, and then you have one on the ball and just.
They did that. We did microchip shit for one of the World Cups. Uh-oh.
They got weird this year. I remember there were some changes where.
Scroll down for us. What are we looking at here? Oh, we're going back to 3 substitution. Oh shit! So these are the new laws and new rules.
Oh, this is for this year. Oh, okay.
For next year, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. So we're going back to 3 substitutes.
What is it now for?
I thought it was 5. With some special bullshit.
No more drink breaks.
Okay. I don't know what that's about.
VAR changes.
Yeah, but I can't.
The flag will also be kept down for marginal offside offenses.
That's the rule. Anyways.
Once the chance of goal is made, be it a goal scored or an unsuccessful attempt, the assistant. Oh,
Stay there. Yeah.
I don't know where we.
The assistant referee will be advised to keep their flag down until the play has passed. Once the chance on goal is made, be it a goal scored or unsuccessful attempt, scroll down a little bit, please. The assistant will then raise the flag. Yeah, that's what B was talking about, to signify the potential offside. Should the goal be scored, then the VAR will review the possibility of offsides, but only after the goal is scored. So it's so dumb.
I don't understand.
Who cares? Who cares if you scored? It's like the goal already happened, and then he raised the flag. Basically, like it happened that quick. So now the ball is already it's out of play. So you should review then. You should. It's a stop.
Why would the AR? I don't understand why he would make that call. That's like that gets rid of so much of the criticism they get if they just let the goal happen, and then what? The guys are going to yell that it's going to get reviewed. And who's going to be upset if the goal gets reviewed and we get the for sure?
Yeah, who cares? I don't know. What else is down there? What else is changing? I don't know what IFAB is. Who cares? Sounds. Is that it? International Football Association Board, guardian of the laws of the game. That sounds like some nerdy shit. Can you let us know? Last episode there was a fire.
Yep, there was a fire, and I'm excited to let you guys know nothing bad happened. It was just a simple open land burn, classic old Midwest burn. Go in there and you just burn a bunch of stuff, burn a bunch of wood, burn a bunch of I don't know what they burn, but they burn a lot, and then it looks like city's burning down. I guess this was information that was shared with the community.
Uh-huh.
I was not aware, so.
Are you allowed to just do that in a residential area like
Exactly.
that?
Thank you.
No.
That's all I was gonna say.
So I live pretty close to like this big park called Shining Mission Park. Will knows it, and it's they have tons of land out there. So it was a city planned burn.
Oh,
Yeah.
It seems like
Wow.
a very bizarre
yeah.
place.
I'm calling conspiracy,
I'm
Tyler. No, I've
assuming
never
you
heard of
guys
that.
have I'm assuming Kansas has some open land around you where you could
Yes.
do burnings not next to houses.
Yes.
I know it's very heavily populated.
I want to call
everywhere,
our
but-
conspiracy
Well,
expert.
Kansas, we have the leading technology to really protect fires from escaping controlled areas. So we're just a little bit more advanced, and we can control all of that, unlike the coast. Not to bring
Wait. When
humor
you say
to the
that, when
forest fires and stuff, but it's just Kansas has its
you
forest
say the
fires.
coast, don't be dragging the East Coast into this.
Do you guys not
'cause,
have forest fires? It's too cold.
I don't think it's as dry. I think it's.
Ah,
I
you
think it
guys got
rains
the
enough
humid.
to where-
California's so dry. I don't think I could ever live there, man. I went there to visit Elias and my friend, and I was just like the hottest, driest. I couldn't operate. I was dead the entire time I was there. I just wanted to hang out inside in the AC.
You prefer the Kansas City humid death trap that we get, or like a Florida humidity?
No, I just prefer not to be super hot overall.
It sounds like you just prefer being inside.
Yeah, I prefer being
Could be it.
inside or something, like fall weather. Like I like spring weather's cool. Summer's just like the worst time for me for allergies, and it's just a bad combo having that issue and then being hot at the same time. Did you guys like playing in cold weather or hot weather more? Or still
What does cold water? Where's the line that we
like
draw cold weather at?
below 30 degrees or above 100 degrees or 95 degrees? Let's say.
Above 95? But I don't. If I had to run more, I would choose cold.
I don't know. It's just annoying. The annoying part is when it's cold and you can't forget that it's cold. Like that's when you from warm up till end of game, you're cold. You get that's stupid.
Yeah.
It's rare that it's not when it's that cold, but if it's not windy and it's around like 30
That's
degrees, it's not that bad.
Yeah, if it's not windy.
But usually when you're playing, then it's windy for whatever reason.
Yeah, that's a disaster. Can't have that. Let alone snow in June, which is what we've also experienced.
Jeez.
Yeah. Wikipedia store. Just a year in review here on Biscuits and Tea. I think you also had some updates. I'm feeling really good about this.
Don't worry about it. Let's go ahead and pop this in here for old
For the
Paul.
people who are just new listeners to the new welcome to the B team. First off, new listeners, but we stumbled across in the very first episode. I think we discovered that there was a Wikipedia store, which sent us down a rabbit hole to try and figure out why no one was promoting the Wikipedia store. What are they selling? How does Wikipedia make money? All of which we're still not sure about, but the store 100% is a conundrum. So what are they selling? Maybe just give us an update on what's going on.
Oh, well, looks like we got some wood boxes. We got some socks. Some
What is that? What is that?
some wooden pins. With the customized engravings. We got laptop stickers to represent your love for Wikipedia. We got T-shirts. edit Wikipedia. I edit Wikipedia. I support Wikipedia. We got little pins. Pop it on. Show your love. Show your support. Show who you are. Show what you want to be in your life. And edit, edit, edit on Wikipedia today. Go on over to
I-
Wikipedia store and get your merch today. There you go, Wikipedia.
Why don't they? When they do the little fundraising thing, asking for donations
Yeah.
all the time. Why don't they advertise their store and all that instead of just being give us money for nothing right now? Why don't they say get
Yes.
a Wikipedia shirt, get a Wikipedia at least so you get something
Right.
for
A 5-pack of pens for $11 sounds, although that sounds a little weird. I don't know. I don't know
what are
who's
those little
doing that.
pins? What are those little Wikipedia pins?
Wikipedia Project lapel pins down at the bottom. Get them for
Those
$3.
socks. I don't know. Those socks
Oh.
are
Those socks, that's not bad.
no.
Get your socks pro, by the way, at goalremy.com. But if you're looking for some Wikipedia socks, maybe we could get them in the store.
Put some grip on the bottom of them.
Yeah, put some grip on. Holy shit! But the Instagram page, can we pull up their Instagram profile? That was what was really interesting because they were just repeating posts over and over again.
What if they'd lost their Instagram password and they're just
Oh, maybe that's it. Dave and social media lost it. How many followers do you, B team, really think that the Wikipedia store
Wait,
has?
does Wikipedia have their own Instagram that's not their store?
Oh, that's a great question. Find Paul, let's type in Wikipedia just into the search bar there on Instagram. See, do you think it might be?
I would assume they do.
Yeah, they do. They probably do. Yeah, there they are. So they got 185,000 followers on on Instagram.
But they don't link their store in that or anything on their profile.
They get you into Wikipedia.
It's a front.
They're it's a front for what?
What is that
Cartel.
skull?
The cartel. Oh, Lucy. Yeah, I know this one.
Oh, this is Lucy.
Think about it. Wikipedia
Yeah.
controls all the information that we know.
Oh,
They are
okay.
they pop at the top of every SEO for whatever reason. Anybody can edit it. But the government's obviously in there controlling all of that messaging, and go ahead and buy some merch along with it. That's all a big hoax.
Yeah. This is our front where we control most of the world. Go ahead and grab yourself a quick pen for $6.99. Yeah. No, that's troubling.
I don't know about all
Hold
this,
on.
man.
I got
how
a
many
what?
what are they getting like on their post? How many likes or views or
Oh, on the Instagram, you mean?
yeah, just curious what. 3,000.
Paulus, I've got something for you here. If you wouldn't mind pulling this up, don't click on these. Tyler or B, don't click on that. But there was something that happened in Spain. I don't know if you guys heard about this. The female soccer team, Rayo Vallecano, which Vallecano, I believe they should be. I'm not following La Liga as closely right now. Most likely a La Liga team. Their female side was playing. I think they had an away trip, and during the away trip, they were provided with some food. So, Paulus, I want you to pull up what's their food. It may not have been an away trip; it might have just been after a game. But regardless, just pull up that article real quick. Here's what they gave them. Remember, they're a La Liga side. I'm not laughing at you, ladies. I'm laughing at what they gave you.
Oh no.
Are they part of a bigger team or are they
Tyler,
what is
Rayo
it again?
Vallecano is you just I don't know what their worth is exactly, but it'd be like an MLS team. It'd be like if an MLS team had a girls team, And to be honest, they're lucky this didn't happen in the U.S. because that bread looks like better bread than our processed bread. At least,
yeah, 100%. That'd have been some Wonder Bread.
Yeah, that would have been some sort of
No nutritional value, like
none.
It has some flax seeds in there. I don't know what's in there, but they at least got something in that bread.
Totally. So wait, go back up to the top so I can kind of just see what they said, because they were like, the snack, which included 2 slices of bread with no butter and 4 slices of ham, was handed out after their away game. And I just remember that the girls started tweeting stuff out and like taking pictures of it. And get this, Rayo Vallecano's like their main, their main team, the guys' side, they sided with women. They were like, what the fuck? But the club was like, oh, that's a snack. It wasn't like, it's not supposed to be a meal. But the guys, obviously, their snacks look a whole lot different.
Lobster bisque and
yeah. So
that's unfortunate. I mean, that looks like what was handed out to us on the bus, for college games on like the road when we're like the middle of Kansas, and there's not a Subway because the town is so small that don't even have a Subway for us to eat. So the coaches had to like make some janky processed sandwiches before we went on the road trip, and out of the cooler they're just handing us all these disgusting sandwiches.
Some cheese and lettuce would have killed this whole story.
Yeah, I guess if they had given some love to the sandwich.
Like some condiments,
It is pathetic, though. That's pathetic.
Dry. Like, imagine trying to eat that and swallow it
after a game. Yeah.
Oh God.
As well.
This is something you eat after a game.
What if that's that? What's that ham that I know in Croatia it's really big? I'm guessing it is in Italy, where they dry age it for.
Prosciutto.
It's the whole leg of the ham.
Oh, I don't know. Prosciutto is that dried, nice. It's not bacon, but it's salty and it's thin.
It might be prosciutto.
Yeah.
But no, I've just seen it like in its whole form too.
Type prosciutto, Paulus. Oh, do you know how to spell prosciutto?
I don't know if I do.
Yeah.
I can't spell prosciutto.
Prosciutt. I'm gonna go with 2 T's.
Put you on a
considering that I think it's Italian. Prosciutto. I think but yeah, no. It would have been better if they just gave him nothing.
Yeah, no, we got Pizza Hut after games. That would have been better than that.
Oh, Pizza Hut. Yeah.
We got pizzas after our games in Croatia, and do they have like the whole? Yeah. So that one where you kind of see the whole lower.
Yeah.
Lower to the right. Oh, yeah, that one. You kind of see.
Yes.
Yeah. It's like the whole. Yeah, it's the whole leg.
Right.
And
yeah. No.
They just dry age it for like a year or something, and
slice
then
it
they
off.
slice it super thin.
It's delicious, though. That stuff is straight gangster.
Yeah, very good.
I should.
Go ahead.
I should have sent out a tweet for us after games. They would get pizza, which is cool, but you need a ton of pizzas for a team of players. So they order a ton of pizzas, and every single one is just mushrooms and cheese.
That's the standard. That's
I'm not a
Balkan
mushroom fan, and I don't understand how you order 30 pizzas and you don't get any sort of variety in the slightest.
Oh my God.
I bet.
At least just cheese.
Yeah. You're right. I bet it's just like maybe they give a discount, like give me the
I like
mushroom
mushrooms now, but on a pizza, dude, like I have never.
And it's not like it's like a whole coat. The way they do it there is they just put a coat. You barely see the cheese. And there's all the mushrooms on top. It's like a whole coat of mushrooms on them.
Come on.
It is the go-to. That really is.
Which is a shame because mushrooms are one of the worst toppings.
Let's get that.
I don't mind it. It's not what I would go.
I do mind it. Let's go ahead and get that changed. I don't appreciate that. I'm sure the Italians don't appreciate that either.
Can I get an update on Trump? I feel like I stopped talking about this. Are we post Trump? Like, have we made it past the time where we give a shit about Trump? Are we past that now? Do I never get to look forward?
I don't.
The most recent thing was Twitter saying that they might. I don't think they will. They're saying they might take away his account once he's kicked out.
Like, can that now for some reason? Look at me. I'm all like, oh, poor guy. Like, that doesn't seem right. Like, I feel like, is there grounds to do that? Did he infringe I guess.
I think spreading a bunch of misinformation probably counts when you're the president.
I guess it's special. I know, but like the whole thing with Twitter is like equality and freedom of speech. And I mean, from his point of view, I don't I know he's spreading misinformation. Everybody know. I don't think there shouldn't be people who are fans of Trump that don't know that's part of his. That's just part of his thing. Just lying constantly, you know. But they're gonna if they take it away. That's a pretty big precedent, though. A former president without.
Well, you can't break the community standards. Don't break those
What's
community
that?
standards.
Yeah, when was the last time you clicked on a community standard? Do you know how many times we've all signed our lives away? Every app you've ever put on has had a little, fine print in there. We get your kidney if you don't say yes to this. If you don't renew, we take your legs. Like, there's no way.
South Park has a great episode on that.
I don't remember what exactly they did, but I remember.
It's where I think Kyle signed himself over to be part of like a human centipede, but it was a human centipede or something where they used like a human to charge on. I don't know.
It's
exactly
Apple's
what
terms
it
and
was,
conditions, and like it's like everyone gets those via email or like it pops up on their phone or when they're doing an update. It's like, do you accept these terms and conditions? And it's like 400 pages of just intricate law terms and information about what you can do, what you can't do, all everything that goes into Instagram. And it's like, yep, I agree. And it's like, okay, well, in section 230A line 47, like you said, Will, it's like we have the right to disclose your entire business down, take your bank account numbers, drain the money, and invest in anything we want, just so you know.
Yeah, dude. I don't, And also, by the way, I'm just looking at shit. Right? Does it feel like Christmas? I'm sorry. For me, it doesn't feel like Christmas. I'm normally not, in Europe. But B, by the way, we were talking about your Christmas tree. Paulus finds it cute. I find it distracting that there's nothing but lights. I didn't even know it was a Christmas tree. And Tyler, what did you say about it?
I'm just a little overall disappointed.
He's disappointed by the size and the strength. He probably thinks he should be projecting more American strength during this time of crisis and COVID. You feel that your tree should possibly be bigger.
I was under the impression they're Christmas trees, not Christmas shrubberies.
Ooh. Yeah, like a sharp. we need a sharp reply here on your Christmas tree.
Have you guys ever went out and looked at the old fucking Christmas tree market? It is insane, man. Trust me, I was out there and I was looking for some new Christmas trees. I'm sorry I don't have mommy and daddy who, own the Lithuanian economy to go buy me
wait, scoot back. Yeah, Paulo, scoot back so we can see it. So we can get a full. Let's get a full size check on that tree. Is he trying to make it bigger? He's like trying to puff it up right now.
Dude, that thing is tiny, dude. Get out of here.
It's like on the table.
Oh my god,
that's great.
Hilarious.
That is fucking funny.
Yeah, no, it's not the best tree, but it's a tree that was given to me. It goes well with the Chiefs theme. When you have a really good organization in the middle of your city that's winning championships, you normally dedicate your tree to that organization. I can understand that Washington. Uh-oh.
Is there a fight going on in Lithuania?
Lithuanians don't like each other anymore?
Uh-oh.
Okay.
You're right about that, though, B. I agree with that. The ability
we have two championships closer. In the past, 3 years, we've won more championships in Kansas City, so that doesn't really.
Which ones? Which ones, though? Which ones?
Hockey
NHL
and baseball.
Well, baseball doesn't count for anything.
Baseball. No,
actually, I'll take that back. Baseball count. It does count. I mean, they all count. I'm not saying they don't count. But if we're going to do that, then how many of you have the last 10? Where you guys have a golden period?
2.
Okay, so here we go. Here we go.
So what does Kansas City have? What do you guys? You guys have
all of them count.
In the last 10?
Yeah, all of them count. But we got MLS, we've got baseball, we've got football, we've got indoor soccer during the same time. We've got the women.
Okay, I'm not counting indoor. I'm not counting indoor soccer.
I'm sorry.
I'm not counting
These are sports that
we can go top
play.
5. Top 5 sports.
No.
We'll go top 5 sports.
Indoor soccer is soccer. And it's if you ever played indoor soccer, have you played indoor soccer? Have you trained with a professional indoor soccer team?
No, I've played with kids who have gone on to be
That's
professional
not.
football
That's we can't
players.
do that. That sounds like the guy. Like I played with Michael Jordan one day by the park in Chicago. That doesn't count. Did you play in a game? Because it's different. It's hard, man. It's hard. Now I'm not saying it has anything to do with outdoor soccer or that the skills transfer. However, it is hard. You gotta take so much cocaine before each game in order to get ready. Like, those guys
Every
are
dude, man.
all.
Every dude, love them to death, but they are wired,
Yeah.
man. You got to get yourself hyped. You got to get yourself in the
You
fucking
really
mode.
do.
It's like an NFL player, man. You get in there, they're fucking getting all jacked up. It's like even before like trainings that I would come and see, and like that you did with the comments. Like those guys, they get hyped up for training, man.
Oh yeah, they're ready to break people. And Tyler, the goalies, like I've played with goalies. I've played with one of the greatest goalies of all time, actually in indoor, Danny Waltman.
Mhm.
Unbelievable, and still playing, I think, in Tacoma. Their team is incredible.
You do, like,
also,
backflips
but
and shit off of like walls.
yeah, he could do backflip. Yeah, dude, incredible goalie, incredible feet. Even Boris, also, I don't think he didn't play as much, but the dude played professionally for Sporting Kansas City, and then I think he's still playing indoor. Anyway, point, Tyler, as a goalie in indoor, I don't know how much fun you would have.
I wouldn't. That's why I don't play it.
Yeah, it's quick.
It takes away like everything I like. It just is everything that I don't like.
Well, it's fast. You have to use your feet. You got to think. This shit off boards. It's quick. You got to get down. It'd probably be good for your game. It's probably good for your.
No, it would help until I broke a finger or something.
Yeah.
Those dudes do
yeah.
break their fingers like crazy. Like I think most of those goalkeepers do have to wear finger saves. Just because.
Yeah, I would probably wear finger saves in indoor because you don't even like holding the
So
ball.
now you want to love finger when you need them the most is when you're gonna want to use them.
No, I don't put myself in situations where I need them though. I'm saying if I gun to my head, if I was put on an indoor soccer field, I would definitely consider.
Check in our little pre-podcast. By the way, B team, you better buy some merch because we actually prepared for this podcast, so we're gonna need some feedback here. But you guys said that I could guess there's an undefeated streak going on in the NFL.
There's two undefeated streaks. I think one team's at 8, and the next highest one's at 4.
That's it, 8-4. So somebody who's way out there. All right, hey, let me ask these questions. First off, everybody knows that I love Jerry Jones. Love him. I know he's up to some weird stuff sometimes.
They're hurting.
But I like the guy.
Cowboys are hurting right now, man.
Oh, damn it.
They're so bad.
Are they bad?
I mean, they're in the same division as Washington team, and they freaking are like way like Washington makes Dallas look like crap.
That's amazing considering how football team was last year. Well, I'm sorry, Jerry. Call me up. Listen. We can consult on how to get the Cowboys back as America's team. When I was growing up in the 90s, everybody loved the Cowboys. Fucking,
I feel like Europe likes the Cowboys too, because it has that American, it is America's team.
Texas. Yeah, exactly. That's what was going on. All right, so if it's not them, now that was just my hope. I was hoping it was Jerry. The 4 could be, I know we lost. So that means it may not be the Chiefs unless they're the one that is on a 4-game streak. I don't know if we've lost more than once. The Chiefs lose more than once?
They've lost once.
Yeah, we lost once. So we could be that 4. I just don't remember how many games ago that was. Are we NFC or AFC? No. I know we're AFC. Where are the people that are on the streak?
One's AFC, one's NFC.
One's AFC.
The 8's AFC. The 8's AFC. The 4 is NFC.
The 8 is in the AFC. Now it's gonna be hard for me because I don't remember who's in the AFC and NFC as strictly as when I was playing Tecmo Super Bowl, because that's what would basically determine. Man, I'm gonna go with 49ers. No. All right.
No, you're on. I'll give you the 8 because you're gonna.
Is it somebody?
But
that's not normally good.
8 is the Chiefs.
Oh, 8 is the Chiefs.
No, the 8 is the Chiefs. They lost a while.
Oh, Jesus. The time flies, man.
Yeah, not really.
All right, good. All right. Then the 4. I'm going to guess it's not. I'm going to tell you who it's not, probably, since every time.
Oh.
And you know what? Being a journalist, you guys, you stopped working hard because you're just taking the low-hanging fruit. because all it takes is Tom Brady to lose one game. Oh, what does this mean? Is Brady hurting the Buccaneers? Are we what should we do with our job? Should we pretend like he's the problem with everything? Good writing, What did you go to school for? So I'm going to guess it's not the Buccaneers. I don't know. Yeah, how are the Saints? Atlanta? Carolina?
Atlanta's
I don't know.
no, Carolina's awesome.
Honestly, I'm having a hard time guessing with the
Oh.
NFC. I want to say Saints, but I don't think that's correct.
Who is it then? Yeah, I don't know. Give me one more clue. They have a star quarterback. Who's a star player? What position is a star player?
Their star player would be a wide receiver.
Wide receiver. Eagles. No.
Or
You just thought about Terrell Owens. You were just like Eagles.
star player, it'd be up for debate. It'd be
quarterback or wide receiver?
Defensive lineman or wide receiver.
It's not the Packers because they've lost a game in the last 4 weeks, I think.
Minnesota's AFC, yeah?
No, Minnesota's NFC. But
Minnesota's
NFC.
But
one last guess. It's not the
How's
Falcons.
Cincinnati?
They're
Oh,
awful.
God, again.
They were doing all right, like still bad with Joe Burrow, but then he got hurt, and that's who the Cowboys just beat this week.
Oh, my God. And
Wait,
the Cowboys are bad.
Did the Washington
thing.
team win last week?
Oh, no. Are they? Is the Washington football team on a 4-game win streak?
There you go.
Wow.
Yeah, there it is. There it is, because they beat the Cowboys, and who else did they beat?
We beat the Cowboys, 49ers, Steelers, and Bengals? Is that the...
Sounds right.
So you guys are playoff bound, for sure.
We're in control. So we're a game up on the Giants, but they swept us, so they get the tiebreaker against us. So we need to finish a game ahead of them, but they're a game back now. So I think if we win 2 out of 3...
What week are we now?
Well, there's
3
games
games.
left.
So what? That's 13? With 16 weeks, yeah?
Just 17 weeks, because there's one bye week.
One bye
There's
week. I
16
get you.
games,
Yeah,
so
okay.
17.
The Chiefs are in the position because the Washington team beat the Steelers, and they were the number 1 seed in the AFC, and then we took over that spot. So Chiefs are in control of their own destiny with having the only bye week for the playoffs. So each division, the number 1 seed is the only team that gets that bye week this year due to COVID, but it'll be huge for whatever team gets that. It's a huge fucking...
You want to hear a crazy thing with the Washington football team? Is so after those 4 wins, we were 1-3. So I mean, before those 4 wins, we had won 3 games and lost 3 games. And those 3 games that we lost by a combined 7 points.
Wow. So you guys are
So
the under.
they-
You guys are
very
sneaky.
Against what teams did you have the 7 points?
So unfortunately, okay, 2 were against the Giants, and then 1 was against the Lions.
I mean, Lions are a high-scoring team, so like I can appreciate that score being close because they always put up a bunch of points. But like the Giants obviously are not a very strong.
That's another. They're not. I mean, they're doing all right now, but that's also a division. Like we always play.
No,
so
I mean it's
bad
like the
with
Chiefs and the
Giants.
Chargers. Like no matter how bad the Chargers are, or like what, like those divisional games are always tough. Same thing with the Raiders, man. Like the Raiders, they can win 2 games in a year, and the Chiefs, beat all these out of division opponents, out of conference opponents when they play the Raiders. It's just different, man. You just go in there and you play division games.
How do you feel about the Raiders Chargers game tonight?
I would imagine that the Raiders need to bounce back, and they're going to come ready to play. If not, they're done. And Derek Carr is done. Like he'll get they went from beating the Chiefs and thinking they're like the best and doing victory laps around Arrowhead and being the NFL favorite pick to dropping like 3 games or 2 games the past 4 weeks and struggling to beat bad teams now, which is the story of the Raiders year in and year out. And I'm sick of it, man. They're not going to win, especially with Patrick Mahomes in the division now. He has 0 chance. He's the worst quarterback out of the 4 that are in the division right now. The Broncos and the Chargers both have better quarterbacks than the Raiders right now.
Can I just take a second?
Do you think Drew Lock's better than Derek
No,
Carr?
That just to piss people off. No, Drew Lock is not good, dude. Drew Lock is not a good quarterback. The Herbert guy, he's
Who's this guy? Wait a second. How are you guys so in agreement that this guy? What's his name?
Drew Lock is
Drew
like
Lock.
Alex Smith's like cousin. Like he is nowhere. He's like what Alex Smith is good at. Like if like he could play like him, he'd be good, but he can't. He just is.
Why am I when I type in Drew Lock's name? Drew Lock is the Denver Broncos' future.
Yeah,
That's what I'm seeing.
I hope he is.
There,
We will have no issue beating him 2 times a year for the next 15 years if he is their future.
that's great for us. Yeah, that's fun. That's fine. Yeah, he seems like he's gonna be.
If you remember
hanging around.
Jake Plummer, Jake Plummer.
Not really.
He was the quarterback for the Broncos when I was growing up. He was the guy. He was the future. He was so sick, right?
I see.
He was good at 2 plays. Handing off the ball to the running back and bootlegs.
And bootlegs, that's it.
Bootlegs.
Who
That's Drew Lock.
who was their quarterback when Clinton Portis was tearing it up?
I think Plummer was. And that's what
Oh, that wouldn't be that hard then. Just give him the ball.
and that's what made
have
it
him
so
just go
that's
get
what made
you
him so
6, 7
dangerous and
yards.
effective is that you had Clinton Portis back there and you either hand the ball and he does really well, or you have the bootleg play action, and then a lot of quarterbacks can operate in a play action, offense, but like that's what Drew Lock is. Like he needs a really good running game, and that's what Denver's always been really good at, and they need to have a play action game, and he can fit into that role and he can be the future of their organization, but he can't do the normal stuff like sitting in the pocket and fucking.
I just want to. I just picked up some interesting news here. I want to close this out by first off.
Yeah.
What the fuck is that? I can hear shit in my. Shut the fuck up.
I don't hear.
Sorry, got stuff in my ear. Okay. Let me just close this first off. It's December 17th right now. I don't know when this episode will air. I want to thank Andy Reid. I want to thank Patrick Mahomes for bringing us another Super Bowl this year.
Brett Veach is
20.
there.
Another. Oh, you're saying this year?
It's,
okay.
2021. Obviously, everyone. We're gonna clip this out. We'll go back to this. I want to thank you guys again for bringing the city and boosting it. This is bringing a lot of money. Infrastructure is changing. Kansas City is doing great now. You guys are playing a big part of that. I mean, our company Golarami is obviously here to join you and support you.
Absolutely.
And all that you're doing for the great city. So thank you for a new Super Bowl. We're 3 months out from the celebration.
Yep. Hopefully, hopefully maybe they'll postpone the parade. What do you call it, the parade to a month after the vaccine's kind of been distributed, so the city can come back out and really rejoice together. But big shout out to general manager Brett Veach.
Brett Veach. Thanks,
doing a great job with the roster. Thanks to Andy Reid. Thanks to Mark Donovan. Obviously Clark Hunt. We really appreciate everything you guys have done for us, and it's.
I would like to thank B for giving me an easy $20 by saying the Bucks.
They got a big win last week. Hey, if they would have lost that game, we would have been talking about a whole. It's still open. It's still open.
We'd be talking. It's not really open because it's a push.
Yeah.
Worst case here, just no one gets anything.
I'm pretty happy with that prediction because everyone was saying they're Super Bowl favorites. And I was saying, hey, wait on a second. You just throw a bunch of guys on a team the first year. It's tough. You got to like each other. You got to gel together in the NFL. Would you guys agree with that?
I mean, they're still 8-5.
Yeah. Well, they got some talent, So I'm like, they obviously have talent on their roster, 100%. It's just tough to go in and beat, a team like the Chiefs or the Packers or somebody like the Saints, even like where they have a guy at quarterback and a coach has been there for 5 to 10 years. It's like you can't just walk in there with a brand new team and think you're going to be able to scheme a way to win easily, even if you just have talented players. It takes so much more to win at the professional level in any sport than just talent, So it'll be interesting to see how they end up.
And NBA, you can kind of get away with it.
I just have something because we haven't talked about this guy in a little while, and I need to understand because I don't know if you guys are aware of this, but Elon Musk is moving to Texas.
Mm-hmm.
Joe Rogan has already left California. I think there's something also. So a lot of these and all these Silicon Valley companies now are leaving Silicon Valley and they're moving to Texas. Hewlett Packard is going. Oracle is taking their headquarters also there. What the fuck is going on? But hold on a second. It says that They said there's going to be a tech exodus from the Bay Area, and the people who are leaving, they said that there's mismanagement of the city and state. And you know what I read by that? I read all of these companies were in bed with California in some way or another. Something changed where they don't get their tax break, or they don't get their thing.
Yeah.
And we're talking Oracle and Elon Musk. That's those two companies alone, and Hewlett Packard. Those are huge
tax revenue.
Huge. So for them to just be like, nah, and move across the country down to something is going on. Like if you hear another company that moves to Texas, then something's
they know it's
obviously there's like
God,
state taxes and stuff like that, right? I understand that, but there's going to be so Florida doesn't pay state taxes, yeah?
No, so here it is. Silicon Valley has notoriously high real estate prices, and California has a high personal income tax rate, while Florida and Texas have none.
Okay.
Yeah.
So you're going to save on personal income tax, but obviously all the federal stuff is going to be raised to 27%?
They have their shell companies and all their other bullshit that they're using to get away with whatever it is that they need.
We have all these what's the point, dude? Like if Amazon goes and they don't have to pay any freaking Donald Trump makes all this money, they have to pay taxes. Like, okay, so what's the difference between the states? It's all the loopholes.
I don't know. Something else, maybe their ability to influence the laws that are going on for the rest of the state, and for at that level, they've got to be worried about things that we're not even considering.
You move to Texas and Florida, like Amazon and Donald Trump probably get paid during tax season more.
Yeah. There's something else. I think there's something else.
By the way, that's so stupid. Why am I having to pay state income taxes and then people in Florida don't? It's stupid. It's not fair, man.
Talk to your legislation.
How is that capitalism? How does that work? That person gets a extra benefit of having more money and I don't, so...
Well, you can go
fuck that, Florida. Dude.
No one's stopping you from living in Kansas.
But you can also...
I mean, that's kind of capitalism.
You could go to Florida, I guess the option. America.
How much
do I
have to live? Could I live there for a month and then be like, yeah, I live in Florida?
Yeah, that senators in Congress, Congress people do that stuff where they hold a personal residence or their primary residence in a certain place that they basically never at, and then you have to stay there for a certain number of days or time or whatever the stipulation is, apparently, in order to claim. You have certain rules, I'm guessing each state is obviously different, but
Will, you have to you have to pay for Kansas and Missouri when you do your stuff, yeah? Still?
Of course.
Yeah.
Of course.
Why do I have to pay for Missouri? I don't live in fucking Missouri. How does this make sense? We all just you got to pay the Kansas and Missouri. What's going on here? I've never been told why.
Well, you get benefits. Don't we get, between the states, we get different benefits though, don't we? From our taxes, from our local governments. I mean, you get certain stuff. I mean, clearly it's just not as...
I need to learn more about it, but it's just, I've never been able to quite... Florida doesn't have to do it. We have to pay to different states. It doesn't make any sense to me.
Right.
Seems very unfair.
Yeah, I don't know. Hewlett Packard.
They just figured Florida every 5 years your house gets demolished by a hurricane, so they just have them.
That's what it is. Okay, that makes sense.
Yeah. Hurricane tax. Tornado tax.
You gotta buy guns, right? So you gotta have additional income to go buy all your guns and build your fucking ranch. Everyone in Texas builds a fucking ranch.
Yeah, I've never been to a ranch in Texas. I've only been to ranches in Colorado, and it was awesome.
Gold Ranch.
Awesome.
That'd be fun.
Oh, that would be sick. Would we have it in Colorado?
I think we have it up in the Himalayas or something.
You have a ranch there? Oh my God, what an American thing. Just bringing out some cows and some guns and oh my God.
We can have the look up. Highland cows. They're crazy.
It's a Highland cow. Is that like one of those things you want to... How's our biologist doctor doing? She was writing a book. You guys think she put out her book? You know what I'm talking about?
Who?
I forget her name.
Sorry, I was looking at my phone. What'd you say?
No, because Tyler said he's looking up something called Highland cows right now, and just remember that Tyler was that he wanted a pet pygmy elephant or something like that.
What's her name?
With
crap.
I can't remember. Yeah. We're sorry. We apologize, but we already let you know that we are the B team, so you can't blame us for anything
Memories, the old memory
These
bank
things
is
are
not
still-
the greatest.
Yeah.
COVID has affected that for me.
unfortunate.
I think
Pictures,
being in the same space, you know, like how like Will, you're talking about like you use different areas of your house to like learn different languages and shit.
Yeah, that's Palazzo Memory Palaces. Yeah. Sure.
Yeah, I think that like having to work here and not being able to separate my like Golaremi work and everything that I do here, and then separating all my Challenger stuff over there, like I definitely think it causes confusion between like obviously just things I'm trying to recall.
Memories and
Yeah.
do you know that I literally just heard a study of what they did college students that because what one of these leading learners I'm reading some really interesting books on learning and how to learn and all this stuff like that. They did a test because in college obviously you have a dorm room and in the dorm room it's a multi-purpose room where you
Yeah.
eat, sleep, it's everything for you and it's just one room. So what they were trying to do is because what they figured out is that if you study in separate places, meaning that if you read a book, don't read the book in bed. They don't suggest you read the book in bed because, yeah, it might be comforting and fun, but you're not going to retain anything, you know? And so what they did is that they established a place for these kids to like literally just a spot with a light. And the people that used a study spot with a light like went up by like 25-30%, like a grade just by having a certain spot designated
with like no distractions, obviously, like you're not
exactly of course, you know, yes, limiting the distractions to the most they could and literally designating a spot. So yeah, there's something to that. There's something to the fact that you're just like your COVID now makes you just do your life.
It's hard to you have to really like have it organized on your digital.
Holy shit! Get us those.
It's like
how
a
do we
shaggy
get
dog,
these?
but a cow.
There's a YouTube channel with a guy who has two of them,
our
or
friends,
three of them.
the YouTubers in Kansas.
Oh, yes. What's their name
We can
again?
buy one, and then they can have it for us, and we can do like.
Oh my god! Maybe the ranch.
We can buy one of these, and we sell it, dude. We sell it.
How much is a Highland cow, Tyler?
Let's see. I think you have to get more than one. I think they're social.
That's fine.
We'll get a whole. Let's get. Yeah.
So I have some land at my grandparents who could probably build a little pen for them.
There we go.
We have some friends out here, obviously in Kansas, that we could work with on a space for them to
Yeah.
hang out. But we should definitely buy some of these. Start a little.
Holy
farm.
shit, they're cool.
Ooh, I could drive to Highland. Oh, I forgot the guy with the channel too. I think he's like an hour away from me.
Oh, the guy with the actual channel.
Cattle exchange. Yeah, with the channel, he has these like cows, and he just uploads videos of him feeding them and stuff.
Are they docile? Like, are they docile?
For sale 20. We get 20. I think they're pretty chill. That's actually really cool. He said so. They're. Let's see. For sale, Wood Scottish Highland Bull. We want 20 of them.
They're the Peterson brothers, I think.
Okay.
I think that's them, the Peterson brothers. And by the way, Paulus, you edited a video.
90 cents.
Yeah, how many pounds are they?
How much? Sorry, say that again. I didn't hear the price.
90 cents a pound.
90 cents a pound.
90 cents a pound. Is that after you've killed them and eaten them, or is that while growing? How does that work?
Just
buy them, I think.
That's concerning.
Well, yeah, but what if we want to buy? All right, so it's 90 cents a pound. I'll just buy babies all the time.
That's what he said. So the
Like
babies,
what?
you have to raise them.
Yeah, well, we're raising them, but I'll get them on
You
the.
can get a calf for $500.
This is like a stock. You get them on the cheap.
All right, we'll get calves. Calves are $500.
So you get
That's it. Oh,
$500, and so your return on investment. How big do they get, Tyler?
yeah.
How much is a Highland cow weigh? Jesus.
Oh shit! I just left the back.
Mature 12,000 to 15, or 1,200 to
I was gonna say,
1,500
holy
pounds.
fuck, they got 12,000 pound fucking. All right, so 90 cents times 90. So we could.
Oh no, these are talking about beef. No, these are normal cows. I want a Highland cow.
Well, if the numbers are similar, which they look to be the same size as
Jesus.
normal cows, around the same ballpark, you're looking at doubling your investment if you raise them to be 1,200 pounds or 1,000 pounds.
And you can go. So, the guy in the channel said it was really cool though. So you saw their horns were
Yeah.
really big. is they know where it's almost like it's an arm where they know where
Oh,
their
crazy.
horn is to where when they're moving around people, like they'll move their head out of the way so they don't hit their horn
Wow.
on you and stuff, and they can like sense, yeah, they can sense where their horn is near you, which is
That's
pretty cool.
unbelievable.
Yeah, so I'm guessing if they're 1,000 pounds at least, we would make $400 on our investment on the cow.
How long?
You have to
Feed them.
feed
Yeah.
them. I don't know how much
To
cow
probably
food
cut out.
If you,
costs.
if you already have the land,
Yeah. We'll
let's
make
get the Peterson brothers
we'll
on
make like
here. Can we get the
$100.
Peterson brothers on here?
Yeah, let's get them
Let's
on
get
here.
them on here.
It'd be fun
Yeah.
to buy some cows and raise them and then sell them, make some money.
Just real quick.
I don't know what Highland cows are even used.
Yeah, what is that? Paulus, you edited a video with the Peterson brothers that we had talked about that we wanted to put up. That way we could have, once that video is up, where is that? Is it already done? We haven't released it. Okay. All right. Let's make sure we'll throw up that short clip and then we'll contact the good old Peterson brothers. The Peterson brothers. Yeah, and get your Peterson brother merch right down below next to B&T. That's crazy. What's the name of our biologist friend?
Biologist.
I want to say Catherine.
Sarah.
Sarah.
Simple American white woman name. How
Jennifer.
do we find it? Is it Jennifer?
I don't know. Sounds
What's
right.
her name? I guarantee you she listens to this podcast and she's just thinking, I'm going to find ways to get gorillas to murder them. Gorilla assassins that she's got. Oh my God. That's freaking hilarious.
I mean,
Highland cows? I need to remember this.
It's pretty impressive to think about. I mean, like, obviously at scale, it's a really good business model if you can get all the food and you have the land.
Yeah.
And you can double your investment every single time you raise a cow. Like, so much work goes into that. Like, oh my God, the amount of cleaning and the amount of vaccines and checkups with the agriculture department and all of that stuff. And then if you want to take them to a thing to actually sell them, you have to pay money to get them to be in the show. Like, there's just so much overhead.
Right.
But if you get a nice little cow system going,
get it going.
There you go.
Her name is Dr. Stephanie Schuttler.
Yeah, Stephanie. Yeah.
Shout out to Dr. Schuttler.
Dr. S.
Dr. S. We call her.
Here's a channel. It's actually pretty. I'll find myself just on it, where it's just a guy who'll like call them over like dogs and brush them and just talk about his cows. But he's got these like three huge Highland cows.
That is awesome. How big did you guys say they get again? 1,200 pounds. Okay. Yeah.
There's a lot of social media pages that are really popular, like opening up animal sanctuaries, and like they just like bring in sick animals and they foster them and just make content out of it. It is huge.
Let me just show you. I'm gonna present first. Oh yeah, click on that. Go down. Click on that one. Hordes of Dilemma.
I haven't looked at these comment sections, but any comments on videos with animals are the most obnoxious fucking comments from people ever.
Oh no! Why? Why?
I think this one tries pretty.
Well, you really shouldn't be brushing your cow with a cast iron handle on that, because it could potentially rub on their skin and it could cause massive issues. So you really should be using a wooden brush from now on.
Oh God!
Just shit like that, and people are like, "Dude, just fucking do whatever is best for you and your fucking animal."
I'm guessing these comments will be pretty wholesome.
Really? Because that thing is awesome. That is awesome. 100%. 100% on the ranch. We could have some Highland cows just hanging out.
Can you ride them?
Look at this.
Paul, let's go down to the comments.
He loves it underneath the.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, and he knows like not to hit the horns. He knows where his horns are. Which
that he knows not to gouge you and just
not want to eat cows. So like, you don't eat Highland cows, yeah? Okay, so we don't.
I mean, I'm sure people
but
do.
If you're a normal cow, fuck off. If you're not a Highland cow, I'm just kidding. I like.
little
I like.
bitches. Yeah.
It hurts my like. It really does like make my stomach hurt because cows like I've been around them and they're fucking chill and they're really nice
Right.
and they're kind of cute, but like that ribeye.
That top comment is me.
Let's do something yeah. Make sure you save these. By the way, Paulo, no one has any idea what we're laughing at.
Yeah.
You're listening. But yeah, those things are awesome, man. That's. And I mean, if we can get that, if we can get a pygmy elephant, I don't know what are we going to the office pets at Golorimi Ranch.
This is turning into one of these Pablo Escobar fucking zoos. What are we doing here, guys? Are we trying to run a business or just trying to flex on people?
This is the ranch.
You know what I really
it's
like?
a ranch.
Pet.
Is that where we're gonna serve our fucking prison sentence on the fucking ranch as well? Whenever we get in trouble, well, we'll submit, but we're only gonna spend our time on the Golorimi Ranch.
Yeah, exactly. We build this whole compound around it, and no one can get to it because our Highland cows are just gouging people's eyes out.
What if we trained at the headquarters? What if we trained toucans to deliver mail?
Wait, what's a toucan? Is that bird thing with the big? Is that? I need to see what they look like in real life, though. Can we put like?
They're awesome, dude. They're so.
They're smart, right? They're really smart.
So we're just gonna have.
Because there are some of these birds
doing duties.
Yes.
In our fucking
duties. No, they can chill. We'll have humans. We need.
Like Tyler had
humans
that dog. Like, what was the dog's name that did research for us and is sitting at the freaking computer?
Yeah.
We're gonna reshoot that for promo for GoRemy.com.
Oh my god, that'd be
the
hilarious.
best experience with dogs, though. I mean, when we were in DC, your dog was trying to bite everyone. And I did the what is it called? The Moo Yang
snapback. Moo Yang.
This little dog just tried to reach out and bite me one time at the house, and I did the most. What was that? What's the movie that I'm trying to think of where you like do the dodge? Fucking.
Yeah, Matrix. The Matrix.
Yeah, I did a Matrix dodge on that dog bite.
Yeah, he did. He lunged. He did lunge.
Funniest thing in my life.
Maybe Charlie. I remember the name, but yeah. All right, what are you pulling up?
Is Charlie still with us?
Sure. He's in New York.
Yeah, but with us. I get what you mean.
I mean, I wasn't sure if he was the one that died where you announced that on an important business meeting call we were having with strangers, and you just let everyone know that.
There was no dog that died. It was my sister's dogs attacked.
Whatever. You still came on with a very B and I were like just warming the guy up, just having a good old chat.
Hey guys, sorry I'm late. My girlfriend's dog
bit another dog's face off. I saw the whole thing.
And 3 babies died in the same time. What?
Let's do business.
Look at this.
I like Mr. Podcast Producer. What? Yeah, neither do I, but I think we're good. And we're about to be done here right now. Anyway. Okay. Okay. Holy
it likes
crap.
being pet, dude. It likes being around.
Can they fly?
Yeah. They're good flyers.
Oh, they can fly. Okay.
That's
Holy
what Tyler was
crap.
saying. It can deliver our personal notes.
Oh, I see. Okay.
Like if we don't want it to be digitally tracked, we have a messaging system that we run through this toucan.
Yeah. He comes and picks it up and flies it back.
If we put a little tie on them.
A little tie?
Like what?
Oh,
yeah.
Like a tie. I thought you were saying you tie a thing to their leg or something. It's like a leash.
No. They'd have little business.
All of them, yeah. Ties. So all of our animals wear suits
smart,
and ties.
Right? They're smart birds.
I think they're similar to parrots, which people say have the intelligence of a 2 to 3-year-old.
Crows are fucking smart, man.
They are smart,
I don't know where I heard this, but they're smart. Now I'm gonna start advocating for crows because my new EP rap name is Crowboy.
Why Crowboy though? Just because?
Soar high IQ. You know, fresh, clean.
Or high IQ.
Yep.
I can't remember some of
soaring
the
high IQ.
lines.
I got money coming out my ass, feeling anorexic.
That's right.
That's one of the
That's
key
right.
ones. Tyler, did you get a
Here's
chance
the
to
answer.
listen to my EP? My EP.
Did I what?
It's coming out soon. Okay.
Just a second. Toucans appear to be quite intelligent. In captivity, they can learn to do tricks and have even been reported to tease other family pets. Toucans actually act a lot like crows, another family of smart social birds. There you go.
So we'll get it. Yeah, I'm fine with that. We can settle on a toucan.
Yeah, toucans, Highland cows, pygmy elephants. We have to choose the right climate.
Definitely a dog.
pygmy elephants,
Definitely
yeah.
a dog of some sort.
Oh, I think
running
yeah,
around. A small dog.
I
and a
don't
big
know if
dog.
You guys want to get a Tibetan?
I don't know what that
Mastiff?
is, but I think you're underselling our idea here with one dog. I think we get a pack,
That
think
runs
we get
around like that runs.
Yeah.
Like a group.
like a wild dog pack. I mean, they're contained, like they're captive. They won't kill us, but
I like
like
the idea. So like, if we're gonna have a bunch of them, we should get like small, smart dogs.
Yeah.
Like that are
Yes.
just like in a little like pack, and they're just working.
yeah, you
together.
underestimate them. Yes,
But if they wanted to flip it on, and they wanted to take you down, all 6 of them, all 7 of them,
exactly.
not your fight you want to pick.
Exactly. It's like birds in real life. Like all humans, we all act like we could do whatever we want whenever we want. If birds come together against a pack of humans, even if you have guns, you're still going to lose. Oh my God.
We could have
Well, that's
one
a dog.
big one, and then
Let's
the
get
rest of
some of
them
these.
could be little small ones that follow the big one
Oh.
around.
All right. So this Mastiff, that thing looks huge.
That's the kind of dog that Alan Jones at Challenger has. He brings it into the office
Holy
sometimes.
crap.
It is huge.
He probably doesn't have one of these. I bet you he has. This would be my guess.
What, they're almost like it? That thing is huge.
Yeah, I would guess he has one of.
Yeah,
One of
that's what he
these.
has.
He's a lean burger.
It's
These
yeah,
dogs
it's
are really
something like that.
So what's the deal with the Mastiff?
cool. Oh,
What's the deal with that thing?
no, they're like they only cost like $6,000 or something.
And they
Jesus,
live for
though.
like 10 years.
Yeah, they don't live too long, huh?
Probably
They're
closer to
huge.
8.
10 years, that's a pretty long time, but still, yeah.
What about cats? I've grown to
Oh.
like cats here recently. I really
Yeah.
do. I think they're clever little things.
I like them. What kind of cat?
There's like these ones that look like tigers. They're like
Okay.
Bengal cats, and they
Tiger
have,
looking.
they have tiger stripes on them, dude. They're so cool looking.
Tiger cat.
Maybe
breed.
some skinless or hairless. I mean, not skinless, hairless cats.
Skinless would be. How do we do that? How do we? All right, let's get some scientists on this shit. Let me get a skinless cat, please. Maybe you're talking about a Savannah cat, B.
I thought it was a Bengal.
I'm not seeing. You got Egyptian mouse. Those look really dope. Oh, Bengal cat. I see. Yeah, you got a
Bangals are really
Bengal
cool.
cat as well.
It's
B.
not
You do have
stripes,
those.
sorry. It looks like a leopard more so.
Yeah, exactly. That's the Bengal cat. It's more leopard-like.
Well, look up the
Maine Coon? Is that a cat or a dog?
Yeah, it's a cat.
What animals in
Maine
Lithuania do they like? I mean, obviously bears. We can't have a bear in the office, but like what else
Yeah.
is domesticated? What do you guys
Oh my
not eat?
God.
I mean, okay.
I mean, I had bear a couple weeks ago, by the way. These Maine Coons are huge. Holy shit. They look, see, the problem
is
with the
it?
Maine Coon, yeah, have a look at the Maine Coon. It's a cat. It's huge. It looks like, the problem with most of these Maine Coons I'm seeing is that they look like they're ready to murder anyone.
Okay, that's a little,
Owners included.
that's a little much.
Yeah.
I don't know how I feel about that, guys.
I don't know if I could trust the Maine Coon in the office.
I'm scared of cats to begin with because they are unpredictable. Sorry, Tyler.
Do we want to get any of those alien rabbits roaming around
the
our
alien
courtyards?
Oh, no. Jackrabbits?
Finland?
Well, then I'm never coming to the ranch. I would just never come. I'm not going. I'm not going anywhere where there are jackrabbits at all. Like, those things only come out at night. They're one of the most scary. Your nightmares, you will have nightmares forever. And your babies will have nightmares. Don't go near jackrabbits ever. Don't talk to them. Don't think about them because they will appear and they will fuck you up. They
are
will do it.
Pass.
Have you seen a jack? B, you need to see one in real life because it doesn't do it justice. And is that not true, Tyler? Like it doesn't do it justice till you see one.
Ooh.
They honestly, they look like what would happen is if one tried to run you down, it would just like crawl into your throat, go into your stomach, and then
Yeah.
like open up through the inside
Demon.
and just
Yes.
continue on
Demon
with its head.
alien rabbits. That's I don't know why I didn't understand that immediately. That's what it is, B.
No, yeah, I'm not about that. Rabbits are cute, but I'm not a big fan of having animals like that, like hamsters and guinea pigs. Not a big fan of that. The one thing I would like that's in that realm is really dope fish. We had a nice big aquarium inside the headquarters, and we had like piranhas, or we had some sharks,
Piranhas.
you know, some fucking
Piranhas.
Let's get a whale
octopus.
shark.
An octopus that can like decide decisions for us.
Yes, yes. There now
Like,
we're getting smart
decision
animals.
deals. Yeah,
Yeah,
We
yeah.
have a big decision to make, and we go to the octopus
Yes.
on every big decision.
Yes.
I always feel bad about the octopus being in aquariums.
That's true. We'll make it. It's a ranch, though. You guys, we've got an amazing amount of space. No, he's gonna be in heaven.
Yeah.
You know, just get him loaded.
Do you guys want to make an aquarium that is like a tube structure going
That'd be
through
Wow.
the whole
So
headquarters? So you could have
Like a
fish
full
just
Yeah.
like swimming
everything
around.
underneath you is an aquarium. That'd be sick. Dude.
Wow. Like an ocean thing. Maybe we have to build a ranch on. We need it. So we're gonna need the right climate for this. We're gonna need basically a paradise. I think we're looking at San Diego right now. It's pretty much the only place I'm thinking of. Water, air, good air, mountains.
Saltwater aquarium. You know, like at our headquarters in the middle of.
Oh,
Kansas.
okay. That's also. I was just thinking, just put the ranch so we can own some coast, like own some water. You know,
Well, I
like
think
be
we have the
there.
headquarters here in Kansas City, and then we have an underground tube that shoots us to the coast areas where other
Yes.
offices are at.
Exactly. You know, there's a big one. The biggest rumor is that in the Denver airport, they have one of these. Like, it's very, very well known.
I've heard about that.
That
JFK
there's
hangs
this
out there?
underground. I don't remember what and who, but I don't know what happened that made it almost basically public, but that there's an underground system at this airport that used to be used and is still used for military and other.
Yeah.
You know,
speaking of
we
that,
obviously have them all over, but
with like Trump like knowing all this information now, like how does that work? Like does he just like he can go and say anything he wants, right? Or like is there actually a higher being than the government that's like you can't do that or you're going to get killed?
yeah.
Like,
Well, you
what's
say higher
there?
being in the government, but
Yeah.
who's
Just people with money who says if you do that.
yeah, I mean, who knows how they have some sort of weird control
Or do you
over
think that
that?
like
Yeah.
a president, like some presidents get more information than other presidents?
Yes. Oh, that is true. That's true. I know that for sure because, like, you look at the guy who's credited with being the most powerful and influential vice president in our lifetimes is Dick Cheney, and Dick is one of those lifelonger, intelligence community guys who would have been influential and powerful regardless of if he had gotten into office. So those guys, like that administration, is going to be more well connected and able to move things more than somebody like Trump, who's just like this outsider guy coming in, having to do all this stuff. He's constantly fighting with everyone. It just doesn't make sense for the people who have been there, these generals there for 40 years. You know what I mean? Why? This guy's a psycho, and then he's going to leave, and now he's going to be aliens are 100% real, bitches. We've known about them. Like, no, just leave. Don't tell this guy. He's
Well,
tweeting everything already.
Ability to like even share it, that kind of stuff, because he's cried wolf so many times and said all kinds of stuff that even if he did say that aliens were real, everyone would be like, okay, sure.
Yeah,
Like,
no,
nothing to
yeah,
worry
you're right.
about.
What is he gonna do now? What is he gonna do now?
Fucking Trump TV, baby. He's gonna take the Oprah route and just make a network, and I don't know.
God, is it? I just feel like this dude's life is basically peaked. I don't know.
I mean, I think anytime you become president, I mean, I think you sometimes peak. I mean, but he really has peaked. Like, he's not doing anything, I don't think, after this. Like, I mean, he said he's running for president again.
Yeah, well, if he's got 4 years to go, he's gonna have to keep up. I don't know if they're gonna still give him that presidential Adderall or whatever it is that they get him hopped up on before his rallies, if he can still get that. But you know, Anyway,
Yeah, the media
all right,
coverage on
get
him
your
is
merch.
really dense.
Get your merch.
Get your merch.
We're
Get
basically
it, buy it, do it, wear it. Tell your friends, tell your
love it.
girlfriend, tell your grandpa.
Yep, tell your grandpa especially. And if your great grandpa's around, don't tell him about it because he couldn't handle it. It's too cool. Get your merch down below. We got nothing else. Biscuit C, B team.
B team.
We're out.
B team out.